look at this gorgeous slab of pork. $8 at the grocery store. And y'all hear that crinkle? One of my viewers told me about this amazing new thing. Well, new to me. It seems everybody else in the world knows everything about it. It's a crock pot liner. Game changer. I can't wait to see how this is going to make cleanup easier for this guy. Okay, first we've got 6 pounds of pork rib in there. $8. Got it for $8. Okay? Now what we're going to do is just literally add all the stuff to it. I got 2 bottles of barbecue sauce, also on sale. Y'all, I'm telling you what, if you know how to shop, you can absolutely make an incredible dish for next to nothing. And this is just gonna turn to meat. I have every confidence. Now, some of y'all told me about, James, why don't you empty those bottles? Like, well, I'm going to later. This is going back in the fridge because they asked for 24 ounces. These are each 18. And I'm just gonna pour both. One of them is more of a savory, the other is a sweet. But I love them both. So I'm gonna use what's left of these in a recipe later. Promise you, nothing in this goes to waste ever. Now then we're gonna do just a little bit of salt. Yes, there is a bit of salt in the sauce, so I'm not gonna go crazy with it. Perfect. They asked for a little bit of paprika. Now what I love about this that I just learned from all of this work here with all of you is that paprika ain't nothing but red pepper that has been dried and ground into a powder. I love it. Also a little bit of pepper flakes, just a skosh of this. We don't want to make it too spicy, but this helps kind of like fill out the flavor. Heat is not our goal, flavor is our goal. And I think that we're gonna be in great shape with that. Next, we're gonna put in just a little bit of black pepper. Now, some folks like to do it already ground. I'm not that guy. I like it a little fresh. I think it gives a lot more kick. I also think it's got a lot more health benefit to it if you grind it fresh. And those peppercorns just make it so nice, especially if you get the multicolor. These are just the black ones, but if you get the black, the white, and the red, those are so good. All right. Now then we're gonna add just a little bit of apple cider vinegar. Because the thing that I worry about most is the fact that are we gonna have enough moisture in this dish? This is gonna help with that. Also the fat, once it starts to melt off of these ribs, you're gonna put a 1/4 cup of this, well, my goodness, apple cider vinegar. I kept wanting to say white wine vinegar, that is not it. Apple cider vinegar in there. And we got a little bit of brown sugar. I keep it in these little canisters because it's always easier. This stuff gets hard as a rock if you don't take care of it. So I keep it out of the air. And we need 3 tablespoons of that. God, even with the vacuum sealing, it gets a little tough. So there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Perfect. Now then, the secret ingredient. If you can make a meatball with grape jelly, you can make fantastic ribs with strawberry. And we're going for the Smuckers because that's just the good stuff. And you just pour it right down in top. I love this ribbon because it's not gonna go crazy. We're not gonna put in like 2 cups of it. We're just doing this for just a little bit of sweetness. The sweetness we've got from the sugar is gonna help. The sweetness we've got from that barbecue sauce is gonna help. And all in all, this is gonna be falling off the bone in about 4 hours. I'll see y'all in a minute. You know how it takes forever sometimes for the pastor to get done with the message, and by the time that you're done, you're starving? Yeah, that's what this smells like. Oh my gosh, could you just imagine sitting in a sermon going for 47 minutes while you knew this was being made at home? Tough, isn't it? Exactly. We are. Oh my word. Look at that gorgeous meat. Kudos to the liner, friend. Whoever was telling me about this, it looks beautiful. And look how clean that is. I'm barely gonna have to wash it. And get that little bite right there. Oh my word, yes. Look at that, through and through, just perfect. Oh, y'all be careful. Don't burn yourself. That's the best $8 I ever spent. Eat up, y'all. Yeah, that.